Good evening, my YouTube friends and family. This is Brian Kelly, and I'm reporting to you from my man cave. Actually, I'm lying down on the floor, um, and decided to do a real quick video. It's around 6:30 on December 31st of 2020, and I was just lying here, and I got my notes out, so I'm kind of writing some goals down that I had previously written before kind of finishing up those type goals and everything. And so um I don't know, I mean this year 2020 for a lot of people has been very challenging. Um I'm just very grateful to the Lord that he has spared my life because so many people out there have lost their lives and lost loved ones, but I'm still here, so I'm very grateful for that. I don't take that for granted at all. Um, Again, this has been a very challenging year, but there's a lot of good that has come out of it for myself and for my family, and for a lot of people. It's not all doom and gloom. But the thing is, I want to kind of talk about today or this evening rather is setting some realistic goals for yourself. And we all do the whole New Year's resolution thing, and I've never been really one for that. But I just, I'm at a stage in my life where I see things a lot differently than I did when I was younger. I'm like 50 years old now, so things have changed dramatically for me. Um, and I've come to the realization that, you know, um, setting goals is important, but for me, I've in previous times I set goals and have not achieved them because they just weren't realistic. I would start for a week or less than that, and I just kind of falter off. So this year, like right now, I decided to, focus on some spiritual goals, some health goals, some exercise goals, and some, financial goals. Um, I think first and foremost is very important to um, you know, um, continue to have a personal relationship with Jesus Christ. That's how I feel about it. That's what's most important to me, because at the end of the day, that's all that really matters. I mean, you can have $1 million or $1 zillion, and this COVID thing can take you out in a matter of a few days. And what does the money do for you then? Nothing. So I um, I want to have peace of mind, um, and just have a really intimate, great relationship with God. That's the most important thing. And I find that through prayer and through studying the Word of God. And so I personally like wrote some like my own personal Bible study down, and I also wrote down a personal prayer that I will say every day, for me. And I've come to realize it doesn't have to be like super long, but it has to be something personal that that you want to do, and this it works for you. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. And I don't have a cold. I just got allergies, so please excuse me here. Um, and secondly, uh, like I said, I'm 50 and I'm not getting any younger. I feel pretty good, but um, I want to eat better. Um, I I love like chocolate chip cookies and brownies. Those are my two things, and ice cream, Ben and Jerry's ice cream. So those are three things that I absolutely love that I realize I've got to kind of give up, at least temporarily. Well, not temporarily. I want to make it like forever, but that's a really hard pill to swallow. So I'm kind of taking that step by step. Um, you know, um, Eating better, cutting out a lot of the sweets, a lot of the salt, um, and eating. I got a really good book I'm following. It's not Atkins diet, but it's something similar to that. But it's realistic. I when I do things, I want to do things realistic that I know that if I kind of fall off the wagon, I can still jump back on and still make progress. So I realize that it's not going to be perfect, and nothing ever is. But I realize that if I do make a mistake, I can get back on and keep moving. So that's the main thing. And so, um, this diet says I can eat like eggs and lots of meats and things like that, a lot of vegetables. So, um, I'm like 215 pounds right now, but my goal is to get down to like 190, 195 because I'm like 6'2". So, um, I would really like to do that. I have a really nice gym here in my house, and I've been really lazy. I have to admit that. So I haven't really been utilizing that. So I've got to. I definitely am gonna start doing that. Working out and that sort of thing, and just realizing not too much too soon, but just being as slow and progressive as I can. If I don't do everything, I'm not gonna, beat myself up and say, hey, you are a failure. No, I just didn't do it that day, so I just pick it up the next day. So I'm saying that to myself, but I'm also, encouraging those people who are watching this video the same thing. If you set goals and you don't reach your goals for that particular day, don't give up. Continue to go on because, sometimes in life things come up on a daily basis that will not allow us to continue to do what we want to do, but we can't just quit. So that's the main thing. Um, what else? Eating and then yeah, lifting weights. I mean, whether you lift weights or you do, people say, well, I can't, exercise because I don't have any weights. Well, if you look at people in the military, most military people don't lift weights. Most military people like do push-ups, jumping jacks, um, dips, body weight squats, things like that. But the key is to do them, slow and do the exercise correctly. And so because I haven't really been into it for a while, um, I realize I can't just jump in there too fast, too soon. So I'm going to be really meticulous and slow, learn the exercises really well, and do them. And I think I'll make good progress there. But the main thing is just being consistent and doing them on a daily basis. Going out, I have my thing to go out for a walk every 30. I mean, for 30 minutes a day. We'll see how that goes, depending upon the weather. Sometimes I don't feel like walking out, so I might not do that. But I can do jumping jacks or jump rope in my garage. So we'll see how that goes. And then lastly would be financial stuff, and so my trading. Been I'll be doing that as well. Um, Trading primarily the E-mini S&P 500. I'm kind of dabbling into the Dow E-mini as well. Those are two good markets. They're highly regulated, which is good, which you want because you want to make sure that you can contact your broker here in the United States, and you never have any problems for that. So my question, I guess, to you is, what are you going to do differently in 2021 that you didn't do in 2020? And I know, of course, we all had challenges with this crazy, stupid COVID-19, so that didn't allow us to do a lot of things that we normally could do. But despite that, in 2021, what are we going to do differently? Um, if you haven't already, sometimes it's just good to, sit down by yourself with a notepad and just kind of brainstorm as to what you want to do. And, I'm here by myself and it's just peace and quiet. And I'm doing this and I'm writing stuff down. And a lot of times, in the future, I'll probably, I don't know, I'll probably like make some changes or whatever as far as my progress and things like that. Things I may want to add or subtract or things like that. But the bottom line is, I guess you have to just continue on as to what you want to do, and see how things go. But what are you going to do? Financially wise, but because um, jobs, man, are crazy. I mean, jobs are here, but um, you know, are you able to work from home? Does your employer allow you to work from home? If that's the case, then you don't have a problem. But there are a lot of people out there who have to actually report to work, and you know they're not going to be able to do that because of this whole COVID thing. Maybe they got laid off. Um, Maybe their kids are home, like what do you call it, the virtual classrooms or whatever, and they're so small that you got to be there with them, so you can't go to work. So it's kind of like a catch 22, and it's just kind of messed up, man. It really is. Um, and people like never before are really struggling and trying to figure out what they're going to do, what their next move is going to be. Um, and the bottom line is, and I've always said this, you can have a job. I think you should have a job, but most importantly, you should need to have a side hustle. And I've done a lot of different things. I've done a lot of network marketing programs, and those are good programs. I mean, for what they're worth, and but they're just not really consistent where you can rely on them. And so that's why I have kind of gotten away from that. I'm still doing a little bit of it, but for the most part, I'm doing my trading, and teaching my trading to a lot of people around the world, basically, because trading is something that you can use. I mean, you can learn. It's a technique that you can learn, and it's always going to be here. I mean, the backbone of the world economy is trading. If you really look at it, because when you start talking about commodities and indices and all the financial markets, all that stuff is intertwined. And if that stuff drops and goes down, then it's gonna bankrupt everything, and that's not gonna happen. I mean, the world economy is just not gonna crash. I mean, eventually it may, but right now it's not. I don't think it will. So when you learn this valuable skill, you're able to basically, like what I do. In the mornings, I just go to my computer, log on, and follow what I know, and make my money. And it takes me probably 30 to 45 minutes, maybe hour and a half at the very most for me at this point. And then I'm done for the day, and I go and do whatever I want to do. And I mean, it is a learning process. It's not a get rich quick scheme. Let's make no mistake about that. But the learning curve is very, very small, I'll say, the way I teach it in the course. um, I have been I've purchased a lot of the courses in the past. Some are good, some are not, not the best. But one thing I will say about my course, there's not a lot of technical analysis. It's basically, if these two things happen, which they will a lot of times, then you get into the market. You do a buy, or you do a sell, and you reach your couple of goals that I share with you, and that's basically it, man. I mean, I know it sounds really really basic, and it is. It really is. It's nothing hard about it at all. It's just a matter of learning the technique and following instructions. Because what could happen if you earn yourself an extra, let's say for instance you have a job, right, and you're able to trade despite you having a job, and you're able to bring in an extra, say, $100 a day or $200 a day. Well, think of how much that would help you and your family out. I mean, um, even if you were to make an extra $10 a day, you're doing it almost effortlessly. How much that would help. You would not have to go out and get a part-time job. You know, um, I remember years ago I was working. I was working at a computer company, and I was also working at you know working at Home Depot. It was crazy, man. I worked like what was it? 7:30 in the morning to 7:30 at night. Then I would leave the computer company and I'd kind of hang out for about an hour or so. Then I had to go and work my part-time job at Home Depot, and I was working there from 9 p.m. Eastern time to 1 in the morning. And then I would leave there at 1. I'd get home by like, I don't know, 1:30, take a shower, get like 3 hours of sleep and be up and off to work, And I did that for like 2.5 years. And when I looked at it, the part-time job thing, I mean, for the effort that I put in it, the long hours I had to go to work. I mean, I only worked 4 hours, a night, but after working a 12-hour job doing that, 5 days a week, it kind of takes its toll on your body. I did it for 2.5 years, and when it's all said and done, the money that I made wasn't that significant. And then I start, doing my trading, and my gosh, I'm saying to myself, why'd you wait so late to start doing this, Brian? But I mean, I make so much more money doing my trading than I did, with that part time. I didn't realize you don't need something like that, a part time job. All you really need is a side hustle to, make an extra. I mean, like for Home Depot, I was making like, I was netting like $50 a night, because I think it was like $12 an hour, I mean, something like that. So basically $48 gross per night, right? Well, using my methodology for trading, if I was doing that, I could probably have made that in, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes at the very most. Um, but, you live and you learn. um, that's the bottom line. So I don't know. I'm kind of going off. I'm just kind of rambling here. But um, I just want to be real honest about things, man. I mean, life is not always perfect, and sometimes we make mistakes and things like that. But you got to keep on moving, and you got to keep on. And again, I don't even know if trading is for you. It might be for you. It might not be for you. I don't know. Some people like it. Some people don't. Me personally, I do because it offers a lot of time freedom, and you can make a ton of money, and you learn a skill. Again, I've done the network marketing thing. That's okay, but you got to always have to recruit people. You got to, send out postcards and things like that. And that works. I mean, I made a lot of money doing that too. But, you know, to each his own. Everyone likes what they like. But me personally, at this particular time in my life, I am focused on 100% focused on trading and teaching those people who want to learn how to trade. So, what I want you guys to do, whether it be tonight or tomorrow or whenever, just sit down and have a little talk with yourself and get your pen and your paper out and focus on you like this is what I do, like your spiritual goals and your eating goals and your exercise goals and your financial goals, and see how that works for you. I mean, write things down, and and when you do that, you'll probably make changes down the road. That's fine. And again, if you make some goals and you start your goals and you fall off the wagon, don't get discouraged. Just keep moving, make some revisions, and jump back on there. And I'm talking to myself too, so I'm not like preaching to you like I'm perfect. I'm not. I'm far from perfect. Trust me. But um, I do want to make some changes in my life. Um, and I intend on doing that. It may take me a little while to do because this whole diet thing. I've pretty much used to eat whatever I want to. My metabolism was really really fast, so I never gained any weight. But as I've gotten older, things have changed. So I gotta kind of slow down. So that's why I'm kind of eating better and things like that. So if I can get down to like 195, man, and because I do have a six pack. Right now it's covered by fat, so it's basically not it's a fat pack, not a six pack, a fat pack. Okay, a fat pack. But if I lose some of this weight, I'll have my six pack back at age 50. So we'll have to wait and see how that goes. But anyway, I've rambled too much. But anyway, hope you guys have a great evening, and happy New Year to you all. Get your focus together. You know, I offer a really good trading course. I'm a real guy, uh, and I will do whatever I can to assist you. What I'll do if you're interested, um, I'll leave my website. Actually, it's a website, but it goes to a video that kind of tells you about what the trading system is all about. Um, and I'll leave my cell phone number as well. If you have questions, you can always give me a call. I don't have a problem with that. Just don't call me like at really late at night because, um, my wife will put me in a headlock if you do that. I'll be in big trouble. I don't want that to happen to me. So, yeah. But again, happy New Year. Um, I wish you guys the best that life has to offer. Um, and for all those football fans, be sure and watch. They got some really good games coming out tomorrow. Notre Dame, Alabama, Clemson, Ohio State. I'll be sitting right in this man cave watching some college football. So, with that being said, again, Happy New Year. Hope to you guys have a great evening and a great year. And I'm gonna be doing more videos this year too. That's one of my other goals, make more videos and just talk and see how things go. If you guys have things you want me to talk about, let me know, and I will, we'll discuss those things as well. Anyway, God bless you guys. Have a good evening, and I'll talk to you later. Bye for now.